Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Alethea Olaire. Today I'm going to talk about my story with modesty and why I care so much about modest fashion. Gotcha Covered is a YouTube channel where we are going to talk about modest fashion. I have a love-hate relationship with modest fashion and a very long history with it. I grew up in a conservative Christian homeschool household. Most of the time that actually ended up working in my favor because I could just wear an ugly t-shirt with a jumper and some ratty sneakers and it wasn't a big deal. But I started to notice that it wasn't exactly the way that everybody else dressed. Once I started going to Sunday school, where dreams come true. I pretty quickly realized that I looked different from the other kids, and I actually was different. I didn't know about the TV shows that everyone was into or what movies people had seen. Like, I don't even think I had seen one Disney movie up to that point. I became kind of the victim of some bullying, not the really bad kind. Nobody stuffed me in a trash can, but definitely enough where I knew that I was the oddball out. Remember, I approached my mom because I told her that I just wanted to dress more normal. I just wanted to look like everyone else. I remember being really hurt because she told me that she was very sorry that that was happening at church and that definitely should never be happening, but she wasn't gonna let me dress differently. I definitely kind of reached a point where I was like really frustrated with the way that things were. I feel like that frustration would kind of reach its peak whenever we would go shopping because we could never find anything. Or maybe we would go through the whole store and one thing would end up fitting the standards and I didn't even like that thing anyways. I think my mom was honestly just really sad that nothing fit her standards and I was really angry because I thought her standards were absolutely impossible. And I got really good at like designing clothes in my head, so I would look at something and I would be like, if only that dress was like 2 inches longer, then I could wear it. Or if that neckline came up just, you know, closer to my collarbone, it'd be okay. Or if it had sleeves, that would be amazing. And there was always something that would make it so that I couldn't wear it. So I would always kind of like make little adjustments to it. Like, oh, then it would be perfect. So it got so bad to the point that me and my mom would fight so much where we are just now starting to get close again. And I'm really grateful that we're getting closer, but I just wish we had never drifted apart in the first place. I know a lot of people would tell me that like, I shouldn't care so much about clothes. It's just clothes, it doesn't really matter. Like, you really have to focus more on what's on the inside. But I cared so much and I still care. I still really like clothes. I like making things beautiful. When I was little, I used to actually wish that I was a boy for a very long time because then I would have more of a chance of just being a normal kid instead of always fighting against so many different pressures on all sides. I don't wish that anymore. Definitely not. But I do definitely want to make things easier for parents and daughters, so nobody has to be in that position of either fighting or wishing that they weren't the person that they are. That way people don't have to go through what I went through growing up, or, you know, at least make it a little bit easier. I know I would have been ecstatic if I had found somebody who knew how to dress modestly and fashionably and they could have helped me with this very strange world of fashion. I don't understand it all the time now. There's some stuff I think is very weird, but it's in fashion, so, you know, I at least want to point it out for you guys. And I just want to be a resource for both moms and daughters because moms, I know that you can't change your standards or your values, and I don't want you to because you have to do what you believe is right, and I'm really glad that you're fighting for something that you believe is right. And daughters, I want you to know that it actually is possible to dress modestly and fashionably. It's very hard, I'm not gonna lie, but I want to make this a little bit easier and I want to give you the resources to let people see you for who you really are and not be judged because of the way that you're dressed. If you think this would help you, then please subscribe and check out my other videos. I'm very excited for the future and we'll see you next time.